Yeah, hello everyone. Hello everyone. So, good afternoon all. I hope my screen is also shared. And simply I'm opening the notepad and then today we can go ahead and we can start with the session. So last session we discussed about uh, in the Sling model there is a second type, right? Sling HTTP servlet request class, and how we can inject the global objects, and we tried with few of the global objects. Okay, so this we discussed in the last session. Now today we can go ahead with the topic, that is HTL. Today topic heading is HTL. So what does it mean by HTL? HTL meaning HTML templating language. HTML templating language. HTML templating language. And there is other name also. The other name for the HTL is Sightly. Sightly. This Sightly is the old name, and this HTL is the new name. Okay, HTML is called HTML templating language. HTML meaning HTML templating language. Normally, what are the prerequisite for the HTML? The prerequisite for the HTML is you should be familiar with the HTML. You know, this is presentation language. HTML where we'll use in the front end, right? You should be familiar with the HTML. HTML. For example, normally if you take any content like div, and this is the tag, also called as element, and this is the open tag, and inside I would like to write some content, and I am closing the div tag. I'm closing the div tag, right? This div is called tag. Tag means I can say this is the tag div, and where actually we mention this is called tag. And element meaning this is the division is the element. This is the element name. Tag is the open tag and close tag is the tag, and element name is the division. Element name is the division, and in between tag we will write the content, right? So in between, like for example here if I write some text, the text is called content. Text is called content. This is the content we will keep inside the tag. This is called text. Text content. Text content. So before HTL we use .jsp, that I can show you like some history of HTL and all. You will get better clarity on it. Okay, so come to here. Hmm. So what is the main purpose of HTL? These are the main purposes. So I hope this screen is visible for everyone, right? Yeah, I hope this is visible for everyone. So there are four main objects. First one is HTL. HTML meaning HTML templating language. They introduced in 6.0. So what is the current version of the AEM? 6.5 cloud service. And HTL they introduced in AEM in 6.0 version. So there is a clear separation between the presentation layer and business logic. Business logic, which language we are using in AEM? Business logic we are using in AEM is the Java. This is Java. And presentation layers, all front-end technologies are comes under the presentation layers, meaning HTML. Okay, HTML, CSS, these all comes under the category of presentation layer. So basically, HTML is comes under the category of presentation layer. Got it? This is the HTML, and there is a clear separation between this HTML, meaning front-end language, and back-end language. We are using HTL. What is HTL? HTL is the old name is the Sightly, and current name is the HTML templating language. HTML templating language. So first thing is they introduced in 6.0. Second point is there is a clear separation between the presentation language and business logic. Next point is everything is secured by default, meaning automatic context aware of escaping. Next very important point is we can improve the workflow between the designer and developer. Who is the designer? Front end people are called designer, back end people are called the developer. Back end people are called the developer. Okay, come to here. This is the old days. Like before 6.0, so everybody whoever is worked in the AEM before 6.0, so they have to, I would say they worked in category of .jsp. For that JSP, you must and should have the knowledge on the Java. So then only you can able to write the code on .jsp. .jsp. Okay. So if you go with this approach, it is taking more time compared to this one. So if you see this diagram, you will get the some clarity on it. Potential efficiency increase and therefore reduce the development time of up to 50%. Up to 50%. But if you go with the .htl, see how our work is easy for overall potential project cost decreased by the 25%. 25%. So that is the advantage with the HTL. HTL is also very important topic. If you attend any interview, compulsory they will ask the questions on the HTL. Compulsory they will ask the HTL. So which one is the recommended one? Compared to .jsp and HTL, HTL is the recommended. So either cost wise or writing the code also. If you go with the .jsp approach, you need to write more code. But if you go with the HTML, HTL, no need to write much code. No need to write much code. Okay. So these are the some advantages with the HTL, and these are the objectives of the HTL. If I come to here, these are the advantages. What are the advantages we have? Security and efficiency. Development efficiency, meaning we can easily develop the projects, and so it is any project it is taking the less time, meaning obviously cost also reducing the cost as well. And for writing the HTL, Java knowledge is not required. If you have the knowledge on HTML, if you have the knowledge on HTL, then that is enough. Java knowledge is not required for writing only the HTL. Only HTL. These are the some advantages we have to remember. What are the advantages? Security, development efficiency, reduce the cost, and Java knowledge is required to write the HTL. To write the HTL. So what is expression? Expression meaning in HTML templating language uses an expression language to access the data structures that provide the dynamic elements of the HTML output. These expressions are delimited by the characters. There is a dollar symbol and open curly braces and close curly braces. To avoid malformed HTML expressions can only use it in attribute values in the element content or in the comments. So insidely we have the expression. This is the expression. If you want to read any variable data, we can read the data like this. like there is a dollar symbol, open curly braces and close curly braces. This is called sightly expression. What is the syntax for the sightly expression? Dollar, open curly braces and close curly braces. So I hope in this you will get the clarity on what is the purpose of HTL and what is the advantages of the HTL. What are the advantages we have? There are four advantages we have: security, development efficiency, reduce cost, Java knowledge is required, not required for the HTL to write the HTL. So once we are familiar with, there is a expression. To read the variable data, we will use the expressions. This is the expression. To access the data structures and that provide the dynamic elements of the HTML output. Come to here. In the expressions, HTL can able to understand only four data types, guys. What are the four data types? Boolean, number, string, and array. HTL can able to understand only these four data types. So apart from these four, it cannot understand. So date is comes under this category or not? Not. So if any data type is not comes under this category, we need to mention the format. Then only it can able to read. Okay. HTL can able to understand by default only four data types. What are the four? Boolean, number, string and array. String and array. Apart from these four, if you want to mention any other data type, we need to mention the format. Then only it can able to read. Then only it can able to read. So remaining, this is the one point we have to remember. The point is HTL can able to understand only four data types. The four data types are Boolean, number, string and array. Apart from these, if you want to include any other data type, make sure you have to mention the format. Then only it can able to read. So remaining concepts are already we know in the Java, like operators, the symbols and all. We know already. Uh, so after this, see here, this is the date. So for date, we need to mention the format like this. We need to mention the format like, okay? Not only date, if you want to include any other data type, make sure we need to mention the formats. These are the global objects. If you want to include the global objects, we will use this one. Okay, fine. Now come to here. So the purpose of HTL is we can read the data. We can read the data. We can read the data using sightly expression. Using sightly expression. The syntax for the sightly expression is syntax for the sightly expression is dollar symbol, open curly braces and close curly braces. Inside we will mention variable name. Inside we will mention variable name. This is the syntax for the sightly. What is sightly? Sightly is the HTML templating language. We can read the data using sightly expression. What is the syntax for the sightly expression? This is the dollar symbol and variable name. Variable name. Okay, coming to here. Now this is the tag and this is the element. Tag name is the element and this is the content. Now I want to apply some effects and all. There actually we will take the attributes like class. I can take the, this is title, right? Title. Uh, what is this? This is called attribute, guys. This is attribute. This is called entire. This is the attribute key and this is the attribute value. This is the attribute key and this is the attribute value. This is the attribute key and this is the attribute value. Okay, are you guys clear with my statement? And this entire attribute is predefined now. This entire attribute is predefined now, meaning already available, like ID, class, these all are already available. This is predefined now. This is predefined attribute, predefined custom attribute, predefined attribute. Okay, so now you guys are clear what is the purpose of div tag. This is the tag, this is the tag, and next this is the attribute key and this is the attribute value, and this entire box is called this as entire this is called predefined attribute, and this is the content, and this is also tag, open tag. We open the tag here and we close the tag here, we close the tag here. Okay, fine. So these all are predefined. So along with some based on the requirement, we can write our custom attribute as well. These all are predefined. Class, ID, these all are predefined. So based on the requirement, we can write custom attributes as well. So how we can write the custom attributes? Custom attributes always they can start with the data sly, data sly. So custom. So if you wherever you see the code and it contains data sly, then you can get the clarity. Oh, this is belong to custom attribute. Custom attribute. This is belong to custom attribute. Now coming to here, where actually div and data sly. If I mention data sly use dot model equal to some path I would like to give here, and if you see this program, this is called what? This is called custom attribute. This is called custom attribute, also called as user defined attribute. Custom attribute, also called as user defined attribute. User defined attribute. This is clear or not? I hope you guys are clear what we are discussing. So however we have the predefined attributes, same way in HTL. HTL they introduced in the concept in the version 6.0. So in that they identify some custom attributes, and those custom attributes we are using. These all are these are called custom attributes. In HTL we have the 13 custom attributes. 13 custom attributes also called as block statements. Block statements in HTL also called as custom attributes. Custom attributes, but recommended name is this one, custom block statements. Block statements. Okay, fine. Now what are the block statements we have? First one is data sly use, second one is data sly test, and third one is data sly list, and fourth one is data sly repeat, and fifth one is data sly include, and sixth one is data sly resource, and seventh one is data sly template, and eighth one is data sly call, and ninth one is data sly unwrap, and the 10th one is data sly text, 11th one is data sly element, and 12th one is data sly attribute. Are you guys clear with my statements what I'm saying? So these statements are called block statements, also called as custom attributes, also called as custom attributes. Okay, now we'll try to understand the purpose of each one. First we'll go ahead with the data SLY use. Data SLY use is the custom attribute which is used to create the object or initialize object for the Java classes and JavaScript files, JS files, and templates. Are you guys clear with my statements? Data is a use which is used to create the object for the Java classes, JS files, and templates. Next up, data is a tester. It will check the condition first. It will check the condition. Check the condition. If the condition is true, if the condition is true, then then HTML block will be executed. Okay, then HTML block will be executed. Block will be executed. Execute. If false, will not execute. If false, will not execute. Will not execute. Okay. Next, data SLY list, which is used to iterate the list of items from the collection. List of items from the collections, which are like I would say list collection and array collection. Okay, examples of collections. Iterate the list of items from the collections one by one and render the content and render items one by one. Render the items one by one. Next step. So data is a repeater, which is used to iterate the list of items from the collection, like I would say list and arrays, and render the content with the host element and render the items one by one with the host element. Only the difference is host element, that I will show you practical as well. Next step, data SLI include. So data SLI include meaning, which is used to include the one file into the one HTML file into the current HTML file, one file into the current file. Next we have the data SLI resource. Data SLI resource meaning, which is used to include or which is used to call the one resource into another resource. Okay, fine. Next up, data is a template. So which is used to pass the dynamic values, dynamic values, dynamic values in the template level, and which is used to call the template on the page. And next we have the unwrap, which is used to remove the host element from the text, host element from the content. Remove the host element from the content. Next, data silver text. It replaces the text. It replaces element with the text. Next, here also it replaces the text with the variable, and it replaces the attribute with the texture. It replace the attribute with the attribute with the texture. So these are the custom attributes we have, guys. What are the custom attributes we have? Data SL by use, data SL by test, data SL by list, data SL by repeat, data SL by include, data SL by resource, data SL by template, data SL by call, data SL by unwrap, data SL by text, data SL by and data SL by attribute. Now we'll try to understand one by one. So first we can go ahead with the data SL by use. So already from starting to till now, we written the string models, right? All over the string models, we use the data SL by use only, right? Right or not? I can open my AEM. In my AEM, I can show you. I hope you guys are understood what we are discussing and what is the purpose of each one, right? So these are the custom attributes. So you are familiar with how to use these custom attributes. Then you are good at HTL concept. You are good at HTL concept. So we'll try to understand. So how we can use these all the attributes and all. Okay. Yes, very important. Okay. HTL is also very important. So not only HTL, whatever the topics we are discussing, all are very compulsory in the interview perspective. We will ask the questions on all the areas. So in our interviews, compulsory coding will be asked. Okay, coding is mandatory. These are the customer attributes you have. Data SLV use, data SLV test, data SLV list, data SLV repeat, data SLV include, data SLV resource, data SLV template, data SLV call, data SLV unwrap, text element attribute. These are the custom attributes we have. Okay. Now my AEM is also open. Localhost 4502 start.html. Now so this is the page, again page. I can open my CRXT as well. Localhost 4502. I can open my CRXT as well. This is the CRXT. So from starting to till now we are We worked on a digital component, right? Digital component. Um, this is the component, right? This is the component from starting to till now. We worked on it, right? I'm going to the EN page, reload the page. So it is displaying the content to us like this. It is displaying the content to us like this. Okay, fine. Now we try to understand each one. First, what is this one? Data SLY use. What is the purpose of data SLY use? Which is used to create the object for the Java classes and Java files. So from starting to till now, actually the Java classes are written in the IDEs, right? Okay, entire Java class we created one object, and entire Java class we kept in single variable. Yes or no? Yes. And which attribute we use? There is an attribute that is data SLY use. Data SLY use is the custom attribute. Data SLY use is the custom attributes. Okay, fine. Now I hope you guys already aware of it. How to use data SLY use custom attribute. Okay. So can I go with the next one? This already we know from string models from starting onwards we are working on the same attribute. If you want to make objects for the Java classes, JS files and all, basically we will use the custom attribute that is the data SLY use, and this is the variable name. This is the variable name. Okay, the syntax for this one is heading is data SLY use. Data SLY use is the heading, and the syntax for this one is syntax for this one is normal div tag, and inside we will take the custom attribute data SLY use dot variable name also called as reference variable name, anything. This is the variable name equal to path. So that's it. Path of the Java class or Java files or template. And then you can create this. This is the syntax for the this attribute data SLY use. This is the syntax for the data SLY use. I hope everybody is clear in this area, right? You guys are clear in this area already. You guys are clear, and you worked. We created 2-3 string models also for understanding this one. Okay. Now I am going with the data SLY tester. Test. The heading for this one is data SLY test custom attribute. Data SLY tester. So in Java we have the if block, right? So what if block will do? First it will check the condition. If the condition is true, then only it will execute the if block. Same scenario here also. First it will check the condition. If the condition is true, then it will execute the block. If the condition is false, then it will not execute any block. So that's it. So here also the same thing, but I can show you. So there actually I would like to take. I can open dialog. So parallel to the items, I would like to take one checkbox. I am copying this one, and I would like to go to here, and then I am pasting here. Parallel to here, I would like to take one checkbox. Here also I would like to change to checkbox. Checkbox. Okay, fine. When I go to the page, when I open the dialog, you will see how our dialog is visible to us. There is a checkbox, right? This is the checkbox. This is the checkbox. So I can mention checkbox variable name also. Variable name is checkbox. Checkbox. Okay. I'm coming to here. Again, I would like to go to the digital.html. Here, what I will write here in the HTML file, I would like to write data sly do data sly tester equal to variable name. Uh, Whatever variable name I given here, checkbox is the variable name. Checkbox is the variable name. So if the checkbox is true, meaning if I click the checkbox, then I need to display the message is data coming from the text box, data coming from the checkbox, data coming from the text block. This is the some dummy message I am taking, and I am closing this one h1. Now I would like to close the div tag. Are you guys clear with my statement? What I am doing? Simply I am going to the EM page. I can reload the page. Come to here. There is nothing data will come, right. Go to there and click on the tick mark and click on this. Click on this. Reload the page. Data sly tester div tag, and the variable name we have to cross verify. Checkbox, and if the checkbox is tick mark, then it has to display this one. If it is not true, then it won't execute that one. Without data server test. Normally you can look for the data sly test custom attribute, data hyphen sly test attribute. Mm, mm. Come to here, data sly test box. It has to display the value div data sly test and data coming from the tester. Okay, now I can save this one. Normally here I can take some normal text also. This is the normal text I am taking. Data survey test. This is the normal text I am taking. Coming to here and then I can reload. Come down. Data server test. Normal text is coming. And when I go to the checkbox, open dialog. Our data we can display, it can display there itself. We'll check with other examples. Data survey test condition examples. This is the syntax. Due data survey test, and we mention the condition. Our condition also true. This is the syntax. This is the syntax. But in our case, we written the syntax correct. But you see, this is the syntax. Data survey test and condition. Condition is coming to here. Data server test checkbox. The variable name is same or not? Checkbox. The content node also you can check. Oh, I think data is not so. Click on the digital.html. Come to here. Checkbox. See here. If I click on this checkbox and checkbox, both are same. And go down and check in the content node. There is a content in the content. Yes, EN page and go to JSR content root and container. Next we have the container and digital. Click on this. Checkbox data is also coming. Data silver test and the expression. We are reading the data. If the condition is true, then it has to display this data. It has to display this data. We open the tag here. This is the open tag, and we close the tag here. Come to here. Reload the page. It has to display that one, right? There is the examples. These are the custom attributes. SLI use include resource list test. include this one. We'll see with other examples. Data is a test. Our syntax is correct. Okay. Okay, fine. So that we'll see after this remaining attributes. Okay. So once this is true, then it will display this content data coming from the test block, and h1 opened here and h1 closed here. Okay. Yeah, this is normal data survey test. Basically, it will check the condition. If the condition is true, then it will execute the block. If the condition is not true, it will not execute the block. That is the scenario of a data survey tester. Okay. Next, we can go ahead with the next one is we'll see with the data survey include. Include meaning, for example, here I am coming to here, and I want to include one file into the another file. So for example, here I would like to create one more file. I would like to create one more file, that is I would say raju.html, and here I would like to mention some message, meaning the data is coming from the raju.html raju.html file. So this is the message I want to render from raju.html file to this digital.html file. So then there is a attribute that is data SLY include. Data SLY include is the attribute which is used to include one file into the another file. So here actually I would like to take div data SLY include equal to file name. What is our file name? raju.html. Okay, and simply I am closing the div tag as well. I am saving this one. Now I am coming to here. I can reload the page. Now can come and go down. See here, the data is coming from the raju.html. Okay, so data SLI include is the attribute which is used to include one file into the another file. Next concept we have data SLI resource. There are many components, right? If you want to include one component to other component, then there is a concept that is data SLI resource. So for example, now what I am doing, so simply this hello world I am copying from here, and I would like to paste here. I can paste here, and then here I can change the name of that node, name of that component, which is like I would say I can mention some footer. Okay, I would like to mention some footer, and remaining other also I am changing. File also I would like to change to some footer.html. Footer.html. Okay, I can save this one. Next for this one also I would like to change this JSR, this as well I am changing to footer. Okay, yeah, fine. Now I can save this one as well. Now go to your .html file. There is a digital.html file, right? So here I want to call the component which I created footer, right? So in the footer component, simply I can pass some dummy message. The dummy message is data coming from the footer. Data coming from the footer. Why I am writing this? kind of messages for clarity purpose. Data coming from the footer. Data coming from the footer. Okay. So simply I would like to go to digital.html, and now I want to include footer component in this digital component. How could I do? That we can do by using data SLY resource. Come to here, and there is a annotation, there is a custom attribute data SLY resource equal to, you can mention component name. What is our component name? Component name is the footer component name, and resource type, where actually the path of that footer is. You have to copy that path from here to here. Copy the path and mention here, and okay, I can save this one, and I can go to the EN page. I can reload the page. Go down, go down. Remind content is also not coming. You have to cross verify. Footer component and footer resource. Here we made the mistake. Resource. Make sure everything is matter. Spelling, capitalization, everything is matter. Div data as a resource, and yeah, I can save this one. Now I would like to go to the page, and I can reload the page. Come down. See here. The data is coming from the footer component, right? But as of now, the data is not rendering. We'll see why it is not rendering. Data SLY resource. Footer is the component name, and resource type. This one inside. Browser.html. We need to check the syntax of it once again. Where is the syntax? Data SLY resource, right? Yeah, see here. Div tag, data SLY resource, component name, at the rate component path. Everything is okay. Now come to here. Div data SLY resource. This is the component name, and the resource type is resource type. At the rate resource type, path of that one. This one I am manipulating like about data SLY resource type footer. Oh, spelling wrong, guys. You guys are observing or not? ఏం చేస్తున్నాం మీకు చెప్పాలి కదా. ఇందాక నుంచి మనం ఇక్కడ ఫుటర్ స్పెల్లింగ్ ఎలా ఉంది, మనం ఇక్కడ ఏం వేస్తున్నాం, వేరే వేస్తున్నాం. మరి మీరు చెప్పాలి కదా. మీరు అసలు అబ్జర్వ్ చేస్తున్నారా? మరి ఇందాక నుంచి అది రెండు రావట్లేదు, ఎందుకు రెండు రావట్లేదు అని చూస్తుంటే మీరు చెక్ చేసినప్పుడు చెప్పాలి కదా. అక్కడ స్పెల్లింగ్ ఒకటి ఉంది, ఇక్కడ మనం ఒకటి ఇస్తున్నాం. ఓకే, సో ఇక్కడ స్పెల్లింగ్ మన కాంపోనెంట్ నేమ్ ఏదైతే ఉందో అది ఇవ్వాలి. component name footer and footer.html and footer.html. Save this one, footer.html and footer.html. Data as a resource, footer.html. So everything is okay. Footer.html, data coming from the footer and coming to here. Digital.html, data as the resource, site expression, footer, resource type path. Compared to this one, resource type, main components, and the article type. Reload the page. Now data is coming from the. It changed to hello world. Hello world. Hello world. There is a hello world, right? This is the hello world, right? Change to hello world, and here also. Why here two times footer? No. Okay, got it. Here path you should take up to footer only. Okay. Reload this one. Data is coming from the footer. బేసిక్గా ఇక్కడ పాత్ ఓన్లీ ఫుట్టర్ వరకే తీసుకోవాలి, ఇక్కడ వరకే తీసుకోవాలి, ఎక్కడ వరకు కాదు. సో మనం ప్రీవియస్ కేసులో ఏం చేసాము, ఎక్కడ వరకు తీసుకుని డాట్ HTML రిమూవ్ చేస్తాం. అది కాదు, యాక్చువల్గా కాంపోనెంట్ నేమ్ ఎక్కడైతే ఇస్తామో ఈ కాంపోనెంట్ నేమ్ ఇచ్చిన తర్వాత ఇక్కడ కాంపోనెంట్ నేమ్ ఇస్తాము, ఇక్కడ వాటర్, ఇక్కడ వేర్ అది ఎక్కడ ఉంది ఆ లొకేషన్ ఎక్కడ ఇస్తాం. ఆ వేర్ అనేది ఓన్లీ అప్ టు కాంపోనెంట్ వరకే ఇస్తాం. ఓకేనా, అది. So make sure everything is matters, name and path. Okay, fine. I hope you guys are clear. Data SLY include and data SLY resource. Data SLY resource which is used to include one component into another component. Data SLY include which is used to include one file into the another file. Okay. Okay, fine. Very good. Next concept we have. What we have? Data SLY list and repeater. Come to here. This also we written in the last in nested multifill. This also we used, but clarity purpose I can tell you example. In the definition itself we have the clear meaning, which is used to iterate the list of items from collection. That might be the list or that might be the array, and render the items one by one. Okay, fine. Now come to here. Data SLY list, for example, here I can write one program on it. You will get the better clarity. So here I can write data SLY set dot items. I am setting some items equal to here I am setting the values. Some of the values I am setting like Java and JS, some React. Now you guys closely observe what I am doing. These are the different elements I am keeping inside one. object, right? This is the object. I'm keeping inside one object. This I would like to close this one. Close this one. Now I want to iterate all the values one by one. If I want to iterate all the values one by one, then I can take like unordered list, data SLY list. I can take sightly expression of items. Yeah, and I can close here UV element. So here the purpose of this one is, so I kept all the values. Java is the one value, JS is the one value, JavaScript is the one value. I kept all the values in single variable, and data SLY list, which is used to iterate the values, retrieve the values one by one from the collection. This is the collection. This is the object. From the object, it can retrieve all the values one by one. Now I am coming to here, and here also I can mention some list like what to. I can read the values one by one. I can read the values one by one by using item, and I can mention this. I can save this program, and I would like to go to my file. I can reload my file. You can see here uh, all my data which is displaying on the page or not. Yes, right. So how I am displaying. So in the last session also we written the swing models, right? In that case also we kept all the data in one node, and we retrieve all the values from one by one. We retrieved all the values one by one. Okay, this is the purpose of data SLY list and repeat. This is the purpose of data SLY list. Okay, fine. Now, in the interview perspective, they will ask the question, what is the difference between data SLY list and repeater? So, inspect the page and go to that element. This is the element, right? Go to that element. Uh, you guys closely observe here. There is a UL tag. Under the UL tag, we have list, and again we have the list. Inside list, we have the JS, meaning tag a value, tag value, like that, right? So when I change to repeat, you can see here what happens actually. I'm changing to repeater. Only I'm changing only repeater. I'm changing to repeater. I'm saving this one. I can go to page. First reload the page, and again inspect the page already which is in the inspection mode. Now go to that one, again inspect. Uh, Now you guys closely observe. Uh, if I open UL, if you observe these two cases, this is the case number one. I can take the screenshot of it, and I can go to, and then I can open in the MS Paint. Eighth line and eighth line. Saving this one. This is data as a repeater. This is data as a repeater. This is the result. Okay, fine. Now come to here. It's changed to data server list. You can take one more screenshot also, like if you open this one. The hierarchy is like this. Now I am changing to inspect mode, that is data SLY list. So, mm, now this I can take the screenshot of it. So see in this scenario how it is, and in this scenario how it is. Okay, coming to here, this is data SLY list. Okay, so come to the definitions. What the definitions we discussed here? With the host element. So in this case, who is the host element? Host element means parent element. So parent element is div, right? Parent element is UL. So when you go with the repeat, every time UL also printing, right? And when you go to the list, it is not printing. So that is the purpose of data as a list and repeat. List meaning which is used to iterate the list of items from the collections and render the items one by one. One by one. It is also doing the same purpose. Then what is the difference between the list and repeat? List and repeat, which is used to iterate the list of items from collections and render it items one by one with the host element. With the host element. So I hope you guys are clear what is the purpose of each one. Each one purpose is to render the data only. Then what is the difference between the list and repeat? Repeat, it can print the values. There normally in the page you cannot see the differences. At the time we need to go to the inspection. In the inspection only we have to understand the difference between list and repeat. Okay? Are you guys clear with my statements or not? I hope you guys are clear what I am saying. Next one is, next concept we have, meaning next attribute we have, data select template. I hope you guys are clear. Like data select you guys are clear. Next data select we'll see once again. Next one is data select list, repeat, include resource. These all are clear. These all are clear, right? Next we have the data select template. Template meaning, so we have the concept in one session I will take about the template, how to create the template and all. And so now Actually, I can create one template and then I will show you the purpose of these two attributes. The purpose of these two attributes. For example, localhost 4502 aimstar.html, and I am going to the tools, and there is a templates. Okay, and here I can create the one more template. These are the template types. I'm selecting this template type, and page is the template type I'm taking, and I am giving the template type is writer. Writer is the template type. Any template name can give, and I created this one. And done. So by default, which is in top state, we have to enable the template. Enable the template. Click on this, enable the template, and yeah, this is the template which I created, right? Okay, fine. Now go to here. So for the template level, I want to pass the values dynamically. If I want to pass the dynamically, my template name is the writer. Then there is a attribute that is data sly template div data sly dot template. What is the template name? Writer is the template name, right? Template name, and where actually you can mention again template name. Template name is the writer. Template name writer, and we can pass the parameters dynamically. You can pass the parameters like para1 and para2, like this. Okay, like this. Now coming to here, check there is a data select template. Data select template. This is the template name, and here we will pass the parameters that I can check with the document. Data select template. Here you can pass the parameters directly. And para2 and next one is para 3 and para meaning parameters. I'm taking the 4 parameters, meaning 4 values I am passing a template level, and now I would like to read all the values one by one. If I want to read all the values one by one, then I would like to take the h1 tag, and inside I could mention para 1 value, and similarly here also I can take with the para 2 values. So like this I can able to take remaining other as well. H2, here I can mention para 2 and para 3. Next one is the para 4. Para 4, 4 parameters, and here also can check. So by default the template won't execute by default. Okay, we need to call the template. If you want to call the template, then there is an attribute that is data sly call. Data sly call template equal to, so here also you can mention template writer dot, you can pass the values, you can pass the values here actually. But I can write here. Here you can mention writer, and here you can pass the values. Para 1 equal to, I am passing the value is some thousand, and para 2 equal to some 900, and para 3 equal to some 800 value, and para 4 equal to some 700 value. So can you please cross check once again? Data sly template dot writer, and slightly expression, and where actually I am mentioning at the rate parameters. There are 4 parameters I taken, and I am reading the 4 parameters. For all the parameters I am passing the values. Para 1 to 900, and here I can close this one, and then I can save this one. Now you can go and then you can check on the page. Go to that one, you can reload that one. Data is, you can cross verify. Div data sly template dot writer dot, you can create one more page with that template. Go to the EM, go to the sites, and here you can create one more page. I would like to create wherever you want, you can go to that location. Here you can create the page, create page. So in my case I would like to create the page with the writer. Now I would like to create the page. Apple is the page I created. Okay, the template of this page is writer. The template of this thing is writer. Come to here, cross verify once again. this is the parameters. Template name, and we're assigning the values. Reload the page, save the page, and reload the page. Go to digital.html, click on this. There is a template, data SLY template. Writer is the template which I created, and para 1, para 2, para 3. Go to the AEM page and reload the page. Go to that you created one page, right? Edit that page. In that page, you can try to drag the component. That is digital component. You can try to drag them. Apple page. The content is not displaying. Go to the edit template. So there is some mistake here only. Para 1, para 2, and para 3, para 4. Paste data as a template, writer equal to dollar para 1, para 2, para 3, para 4, and here I am reading the values. In case of here, data server is called check. Go to the content. There is a pistol. There is a syntax mistake. Data silver template dot writer at the rate para 1, para 2, para 3, para 4. There are 4 parameters. I'm reading all the values one by one. Para 1, para 2, para 3, para 4, para. Okay. Parameter. It is. Oh, okay, okay. No, vamos. Okay. Try with this one. All the values is coming. Here also. Yes, 90, 80, and 700. These are we passed the values in the template level. So here we missed the commas, okay? And only we taken there are 4 values, right? Para 1 can change to para 1. Now save this one and go to the EN page. Reload the page. Now you can able to get all the values. Now you can able to get all the values. Right. Okay. Today what you guys will do, you can practice with these all the custom attributes. Data SLY use, data SLY list, data SLY repeat, data SLY include, data SLY resource, template call. That you have to do. Okay, that is your assignment, guys. Anyone have any other queries? Please let me know.